Madam Deputy President, I stand in support of our state's fantastic timber and forestry workers. The future of this industry has been at the forefront of many conversations in this chamber and around this building of late. Last September, when I spoke about this issue in Parliament, I provided some personal stories about members of the Manufacturing and Forestry Union and the Australian Workers Union. The industry has had truly positive impacts on the lives of its workers and communities around our state. Tonight, I want to provide some key statistics on the industry. At least 8,900 people work in the hardwood forestry industry alone in New South Wales. Hardwood is sourced from native forests, plantations, and private farms. New South Wales is home to around 63 hardwood mills. Most wood harvested from native forest is of the hardwood variety, although I note that the vast majority of our public forests are protected. It is said to be around 88%. The estimated yearly revenue of the hardwood industry is $2.9 billion. New South Wales' economy is enhanced by about $1.1 billion thanks to the hardwood timber industry. Across the entire industry, there are between 15,000 and 22,000 workers, most of whom live and work in communities in regional New South Wales. This includes those in forest growing and management, who the Australian Workers Union represents, and those in sawmilling, manufacturing, harvesting, pulp production, paper production, and haulage, who are represented by the Manufacturing and Forestry Union. This is not to mention all of the industries that support forestry and timber work, like the transport and energy industries. We rely on timber and forestry products for housing projects and many pieces of essential infrastructure like power poles and wharves. A part of the industry that many people do not know about is the work to nurture the health and sustainability of our forests, as well as the fact that many workers in the industry carry out heroic firefighting work. When I've spoken to these workers, their care and passion for the nature they work in is clear. The value of this industry cannot be understated. I thank the Australian Workers Union, led by its Secretary Tony Callanan, and the Manufacturing and Forestry Union, led by Alison Rudman, for their very strong advocacy and continuing to educate not just me, but members across the chamber on the industry. I also thank all the union delegates and workers who have come to see me over recent months, and I know they've seen many other members as well, Madam Deputy President. Finally, I want to acknowledge the great work of Minister Tara Moriarty in advocating strongly for forestry and timber workers. The Forestry Industry Action Plan is a significant initiative of Minister Moriarty and Minister Penny Sharp, which is currently underway and is looking at how we can best balance environmental concerns and sustainable supplies of timber. As I have said before, it is my view that workers must be at the forefront of conversations about the future of the timber and forestry industry. Madam Deputy President, one of the big difficulties in this area is the vast chasm between both sides of the argument. On one side, the environmental side, on the other side, the worker side, in terms of the statistics and the economic analysis behind the number of jobs that are provided in the industry and the potential economic loss for favouring one side over the other. Now, the data sets are widely varied depending on who you talk to, and I'm advised that the government is conducting an independent economic analysis so that we can get an objective set of facts that we can all agree on in terms of the true economic value of that industry. And I hope that this can bring both sides closer together so that we can move forward and do exactly what we should be doing as a parliament. That is, balancing the very valid need to have a sustainable environment whereby forestry is protected, but also, and just as importantly, protecting jobs and the livelihoods of our working people.
Thank you.